Because once you have sex, that kid's coming from that. That's the consequence.
It's possible.
Of it happening.
Yeah,
So
you have to think about it for the whole time.
You just get top.
Exactly. That's why you need to stay away from it.
Come with a classic, they come around years later and say it's a sleeper. The ears are real, the petty is real. Might charge my ex for a feature. Deposit the money to Brenda.
Yo,
What you want?
I'm talking about telling lies, like that same situation. Like I had a girl in middle school. If we weren't supposed to be doing anything like this, and long story short, she wanted to give me head. You know what I mean? Like she was about it. So I said, yo, like I thought it was everyone joking around in middle school. Everyone's just talking shit. So I'm like, alright, whatever. If you're serious, pull up to the crib. She pulled up. So I'm there like, shit, I'm about to do this. So I did it, but she wanted more, right? And I was like, nah. Like, I'm not even trying. I'm in like grade 7. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, honestly, like,
Well, I always see this.
I'm like, yo, what we just did, I just researched. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, don't act like I didn't come prepared for the test. So, like, I'm good. And then she was like, she wanted more, and then nothing happened. But end of the day, she's like, yo, don't tell anybody. It's us, between us. I go home, play COD, go to sleep. I wake up. All my friends on my PSN list knew what happened that night. How? I go to school, the whole school knows what happened that night. How? She went and said bare lies about this and that.
Yeah, just nothing but.
That's one.
That's wicked.
It's wicked, fam. Like, yo, this is say lies because you didn't get what you want next month, though. There's really something wrong with their heads, no cap.
Emotional
That's crazy stuff.
That was so
But yeah, like, you know,
that's messed up.
it really is. And you know what dealing with that? It's like, what are you gonna say? Like half of it's true, half of it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's like now you're in a spot and then they trap you there. You know, it's like,
you know what the messed up thing is too? You will go to your friends and be like, yo, that was actually traumatizing. And they'll be like, well, you got played.
exactly.
Yeah, everybody at the end of the day is like, yo, you got what you wanted though, right? Like that's all you wanted though, right? But it necessarily wasn't like it wasn't sick like how you thought it would be.
Yeah.
But you can't really say like, oh, it wasn't. Well, actually, it depends on who you're talking to. Like if it's just us, like obviously we'd be like, yo, it was not sick. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. Like I don't even want to talk about it like that. And we all understand that it was like it wasn't sick. But say if it's like, oh, you're in the classroom, you can't be like, oh, Shorty was whack with the top. Like she really bit something, so you can't do that. You know what I mean? Because then it looks bad on her, and then she's gonna be like, "Oh, you're spreading lies," and all of a sudden you're in the principal office saying, "Oh, wait." But when she said it, it's not a problem. Why is it a problem when I say it now? You know what I mean?
Because we don't hold precedence.
But then again, I think it has something to do with us avoiding to address the fact that women don't want to hold responsibility for actions. They don't.
Bro, we're expendable. That's the baseline thing.
Yo, girls will come to your crib, let you smash without a condom, and they're not on birth control. You have a kid, they say it's your fault.
By law?
Well, no, not by law, by fact. Like, they've done it. Girls do that. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they'll say that and say it's your fault. You had the kid. Why I'm having the kid? You know what I mean? They'll try to say that and, like, you know? It's just, bro, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? It's like, at the end of the day, I had my choice to come with my protection. You had your choice too. And we had to, after all of that, we still had the choice to deal with, you know what I mean? To proceed. So that was like two or three chances right there.
Well, it takes two to tango still. All right, so I think we need to think about sex differently altogether. If you are to have sex with a person, you are given the opportunity to actually bring a life into the world regardless. And I think doing that the first time is already saying you are open to that occurring, regardless of whether or not you use protection or not.
The intent behind it, which I agree, because you're not supposed to separate the thing. It's an action, a reproductive action that's supposed to bring another life into this world.
Exactly.
It comes along with pleasure, but once you try to isolate the pleasure and not consider the consequences that may happen, then you're left in that situation where you can't really make a sound judgment.
So I think at the end of the day, all niggas who really don't want kids in the next a couple of years have to get vasectomy.
Nah, but see, we shouldn't have to get that though. So you said you can't make a sound judgment. Why do people like? I'm gonna compare this to like people on trial for like murder or whatever. Your sentence is lighter if you're crazy, considered insane. You know what I'm saying? You weren't mentally like aware of what you're doing. So couldn't we say that too in court?
You basically are, because
Like, no, but couldn't we say that though? Say like, while I was trying to smash her, I thought she was the one, but she wasn't. I was mentally there at that point. So why do I now have to pay her for child support? Even though she doesn't even want to be around me, she just wants the money. You know what I'm saying? Like now it's like I don't understand. Like I feel like with kids and like sex and all that, like there shouldn't be any really rules around it as to say like, oh, the guy has to pay child or whatever. Like it should just be up to us to handle that. You know what I'm saying? No one else should be saying like you have to pay this girl because you had a kid with her. So she fucked my brother. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to stay with that and raise the kid? You know what I'm saying? Like now what? Now because you forced me to stay in that area of negativity, 10, 20 years down the road, some crazy shit happens and now someone's locked up. You know what I mean? See how like I feel like even comes to that, it's just like we should like why there everyone always looking over us trying to supervise us? You know what I'm saying? Like when that's something that really should be just intimate.
That's society.
Your thing.
So people who really don't want to own up to the responsibility, knowing that they had this kid. So how do you account for that too?
see, in that sense, that's where the responsibility aspect comes in, because
Exactly.
like I'll talk on a personal level. The reason why I abstain from that is because I know well and sure that I don't want a child right now. And I know the action that brings about a child.
So you're controlling your urges then.
You know how
People don't have
difficult it is
control.
though? When she's sitting on you with no pants on, rubbing her crotches on you and you have no pants on. You know how hard it is
Of
to
course,
How are we gonna get in that situation
get
in the
out
first place?
or just pull yourself away?
Bro,
It's already dripping. It's dripping.
you don't just get in a situation like that.
Juices
That's
are
true.
dripping
Unless you're in
around
a
your
pool,
showers.
here's
It's about to go.
here's a good analogy. You're wearing how many pieces of clothes right now? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay,
5, 6.
understandable. But if she's already taken off stuff before I can even say, hold on, chill. And she's still taking off clothes, is that not her raping me?
Bro.
But I can't say, oh, shorty's raping me. She's gonna be like, yo, I thought you wanted this.
Well, think of like here's what I'm drawing that parallel, because
And if a guy's doing it now, all right. So, like,
at the end of the day, bro,
It's not
niggas are expendable. That's it. We can't do anything about that right now.
what if she's stronger than me too?
Bruh,
Then you're having a child.
it's not that simple. Get out of here.
It is. What are you
Nah,
talking about? Have you
One
seen
time just wouldn't
Bro,
help
have you
me.
seen-
I've been in a house where a girl walks past me with just her underwear on, covering her up with just a towel. All I did was look at her ass, bro, and just watch her walk in the room. That's
Well,
it.
what if she pins you down?
What do you mean that's off for me? What do you mean, dog? If I don't want
Have you seen those? Okay.
If she hurts her hand or hurts her head or anything hurts anything on her body, she can be like,
Alright, here's
That's fine,
You
but
did
I don't have a
something now.
kid. That's
Now
fine.
you did
That's fine, but I don't have
you
a
can
kid.
go to jail for that.
Listen, yo, wanna hear a funny story? I knew a girl in high school and she had an acquaintance. She had an acquaintance, right? And he had a kid, right? And he had a kid resulting of this situation, right? So the situation was the girl he was with was like bigger, like, you know, like had the stronger than him in a sense. And as you know, because he's just like some people who don't like to use condoms. As you know, it was time to, you know, end the show. She just bear hugged him. You know what I mean? With the specific intent to make him bust in her, which he did, and now he had a youth. You know what I mean? He was like 4 years old, 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, yo, like girls really would do that. You know what I'm saying? I feel no shame about it. And it's like some niggas just allow it because it's like the kid's already born, or not born, but kid's already conceived. There's nothing I could do. I'm not gonna abort it. You know what I'm saying? Like they play on us to like have to feel like, you know, we should just allow it, but they're actually in the wrong by doing it like that.
But
you
the
know?
thing is, though, like,
So what's possible?
hey, with sex, a kid can come from sex, bro. That's what you need to avoid in the first place. getting in contact with, if that's possible.
Yeah.
Because once you have sex, that kid's coming from that. That's a consequence.
Yeah, it's possible.
Of it happening.
That's
So you
kind
need
of
to
how you
stay.
have to think about it for the whole
You
time.
just get top.
Exactly. That's why you need to stay
You're
away from. You need to stay away from that and control yourself to where that does not happen. Do not have sex if you don't plan to have a kid with it.